Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
On March 19th, 2003, coalition forces hit Baghdad.
And a few minutes ago, the air war in Iraq began.
These are opening stages of what will be a broad and concerted campaign.
More than a decade later, one of the abiding legacies of that campaign has ended. The night curfew in Baghdad is over. Iraq's Prime Minister Haider al-Abadi lifted the mandate over the weekend. He also opened up long block streets and declared several neighborhoods as weapons-free zones, all in an effort to normalize life in the capital. But for a city that's been synonymous with conflict for years, normalcy is an enigma for the people of Baghdad.
Without warning, revolution has swept away the young King Faisal of Iraq and his uncle Crown Prince Abdul Ilah.
Baghdad has seen consistent turmoil since the 1950s, when members of the Iraqi army staged a coup toppling the Kingdom of Iraq. But for those old enough to remember, the 1970s were a time of fortune. A sharp increase in the price of petroleum, Iraq's main export, and new infrastructure like modern sewerage, water, and highway facilities heralded a pocket of normalcy. Money was spent on museums and the arts, a scene which quickly became the envy of the Arab world. But then, Saddam Hussein took power and went to war with Iran.
Iraqi planes earlier today struck deep inside Iranian territory.
Iraq's culture was immediately warped. Saddam ordered lavish public expressions of national pride and began diverting lots of cash to the army to fund the longest conventional war of the 20th century. A war that was followed up by another war, this time with the United States.
Saddam Hussein was given one last chance, set forth in very explicit terms to do what he should have done more than 6 months ago.
War has been normal for Baghdad for over 3 decades, and it still is. The threat of car bombings remains constant and real.
At least 10 people killed, more than 30 wounded in that attack.
But there are signs of new life. Nightclubs have proliferated. Cafes dot the street. There's even a fancy new mall. Displays of exuberance that many Iraqis haven't seen in a lifetime. For them, that's not normal. But there's hope that it can become normal.